In the past, it was career suicide if you supported Donald Trump in Hollywood or the sports world. Not anymore. Got Vince Vaughn showing up at the White House, one of my favorite actors, by the way, to the insane reaction the president gets when he goes in front of an arena at a UFC fight. Now the Trump effect is inspiring others to run for office that like him. For example, how about Arizona Cardinals kicker, current professional broadcaster candidate Jay Feely? Jay, you were deciding that it wasn't good enough to be a professional athlete or to be a top commentator. Now you want to go into politics. I know you got the personality, but why do you want to run for Andy Bigg's House seat?
Well, Brian, I was a supporter of President Trump before it was cool, all the way back in 2016. And, he and I became friends. We played golf a few times together. And, I know who he is at his heart, not who people think he is. He's very thoughtful. He's got a great sense of humor. He cares about people. I have a great time whenever we play golf together. And I want to run because I don't want to be self-serving. We need more politicians that don't want to be self-serving, that don't look at politics as a career, that truly want to be a civil servant. That's been my heart my entire career, playing, broadcasting, and that's what I want to bring into politics.
I remember Alan Page became a justice, and every time someone saw Alan Page in the locker room with the Vikings, he had a book out. Tim Green went to law school when he was playing, a former #1 pick. He also had a sense of politics. Did you also have a passion for this while you were playing, while you were commentating?
I've always had a passion for politics. I love anything where we can have a positive impact on people. And, part of the reason why I was in the NFLPA my entire career, voted there by each of the teams that I played for by my teammates, was because I wanted to help guys, help them in their finances, help them make good decisions, set them up for their future, and then set up future players, negotiating at the Federal Mediation Building in Washington, D.C. during the lockout, sitting on the opposite side of the owners, even though sometimes that can have a negative impact on your career. I felt it was important to do that. Certainly when I was broadcasting, they didn't like whenever I talked about Donald Trump or conservative policies, when I posted pictures about that, but I didn't care. I've always been very transparent about who I am, what I believe, and what we should do as Americans, and I think every American should be engaged in the political process, and you shouldn't be afraid to talk about your beliefs in a respectful manner.
And if you're in Arizona, it's about the border, and if the rumor's true that Andy Bigg's going to run for governor, that would open up that seat, and Jay Feely likes to compete. Best of luck, Jay, especially if you have the president in your corner. Has he endorsed you?
Thanks, Brian. I appreciate it. He was the one who asked me to run for office a few years ago, he and Jim Jordan. It wasn't the right time yet. Now it is. And truly, the spot that I just started thinking about running for office was when he got shot. That was the day I said, you know what, I need to sacrifice more for my country.
All right, Jay Feely, thanks so much.